What's all the fuss about the urine albumin to creatinine ratio? Why do nephrologists and cardiologists alike think it's so important? In general, your kidneys are great filters for keeping necessary components of your blood in your blood. One component of your blood that should ideally never be leaking into your urine is albumin, the most common protein in your blood. If you're starting to detect albumin in your urine, this is a sign that your kidney's endothelium has taken damage over time and is not maintaining that filter barrier like it's supposed to. By comparing the amount of albumin that's in your urine with creatinine, a reference point of something that should always be in your urine, we can determine if a patient's kidneys are doing well or not. And just a quick aside, what about the urine protein to creatinine ratio, or uPCR, that you might have heard about? It's true that protein in general should never be in the urine. However, the uPCR tests for all possible proteins that could be in the urine, and for our purposes, the uACR works just fine to detect chronic kidney damage. Alright, so now that we've covered what uACR is, why should we care about it? So it turns out that albuminuria is an independent cardiovascular risk factor. It is actually considered an ASCVD risk equivalent in just the same way that diabetes or having a prior MI is. But why is this? What do the kidneys have to do with cardiovascular risk? The most accepted theory suggests that albuminuria can be a handy surrogate for endothelial dysfunction, not just in the kidney, but in the whole body. This, by extension, includes the coronary vasculature. You're certainly going to be worse off the more albuminuria you have. It used to be thought that some albuminuria was acceptable. However, it is still important to realize the danger of albuminuria even at low levels. One trial showed that even diabetic patients with a uACR of 10 to 29 milligrams albumin per gram creatinine, previously considered normal, had a 66% higher cardiovascular mortality risk, while patients with a uACR of greater than 300 had a 300% greater mortality risk compared with patients who did not have any albuminuria. So hopefully I've sold you on how important albuminuria is. Now, who should get tested for it? Guidelines currently recommend yearly screening for patients with known type 2 diabetes, hypertension, and CKD. It might also be good to obtain it in patients who present to your primary care clinic as new patients for a baseline, although this is not in the guidelines. However, rates currently lag far behind where they should be. One longitudinal study in the US showed that only 35% of patients with type 2 diabetes were getting their uACR tested yearly, while only 4% of patients with hypertension had it done. This suggests that you can make a big impact on your patient's health if you check it regularly. And once you've established that a patient has an elevated uACR and you're planning to trend it yearly, what can you do to treat it? First things first, lifestyle management. It's important to recognize that diabetes, albuminuria, hypercholesterolemia, and metabolic syndrome in general can be reversed or stabilized with strong adherence to a healthy lifestyle. In addition to lifestyle, there are a lot of medications out there that can stabilize or even reverse the amount of albuminuria a patient has. These medications include important classes such as ACE inhibitors or ARBs, MRAs, SGLT2 inhibitors, and even the new GLP-1 receptor agonists. There have been a multitude of studies that show that these medications can lower albuminuria and improve cardiovascular mortality over the long term. Alright, so let's recap what we talked about thus far. Healthy kidneys should never be allowing albumin to leak into the urine. By checking the urine, we can get an inside line into the endothelial health of the kidneys that is not revealed through regular blood testing. Endothelial damage in the kidneys likely means endothelial damage elsewhere, like the heart. This is why albuminuria is associated with a massively increased risk of heart disease. And how often should patients get uACR screening? Well, the answer is yearly if your patient has diabetes, CKD, or high blood pressure. The good news is that albuminuria is reversible. By emphasizing a good lifestyle and getting our patients on proper medication, we can significantly alter their overall cardiovascular risk and help save lives. Thank you so much for your attention. We hope this video was helpful. For more information on albuminuria, please be sure to check out the Core IM website and the 5 Pearls episode on this topic.